Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's discussion. We're delighted to have you here as we delve into intriguing narratives that shape our world. If you're new here, we invite you to subscribe so you won't miss out on our fascinating explorations. Now, let's set the stage for our topic today. We're turning our attention to an individual who has made a name for herself by launching unwarranted attacks on Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This person is none other than Angela Levin, a royal biographer known not for her nuanced portrayals, but for her consistent criticism and sensationalism. Her relentless pursuit of disparaging narratives about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has become a staple on platforms like GB. Today we delve deeper into her actions and the ripple effects they've had. So sit back and let's embark on this journey together as we turn our spotlight on Angela Levin. Levin, a royal biographer, has made a career out of criticizing the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Angela Levin has been a consistent figure in the media, often popping up to deliver her latest critique of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Her words, often biting and harsh, have been a regular feature on several platforms, most notably GB, where she's made a habit of airing out her grievances. Levin's relentless pursuit of disparaging narratives about the Sussexes is well documented. She's accused them of hypocrisy, questioned their life choices, and painted them in an unflattering light at every turn. It's a pattern of behavior that's as predictable as it's been relentless. But the question that lingers is, why? What drives her to keep the Sussexes in her crosshairs, time and time again? The answer may lie in the sensationalism that her comments often incite. Levin's critiques lack substantive evidence, relying instead on conjecture and personal bias. It's a tactic that's sure to grab headlines, but it raises questions about the ethical implications of her commentary. Are her words a reflection of her personal vendetta, or are they merely a ploy to stay relevant? However, the tables seem to have turned. Levin recently admitted to not receiving compensation from GB for approximately 4 months, leading to significant financial distress. It's an ironic twist of fate for someone who spent so much time criticizing others. Is this a classic case of karma? In a public statement, Levin expressed her frustration, highlighting the irony of her predicament. "I've not been paid for 4 months," she lamented. This development hasn't gone unnoticed, with many viewing it as poetic justice for the biographer who's been relentless in her criticism of the Sussexes. This situation serves as a stark reminder of the old adage, "What goes around comes around." It's a lesson in humility and a wake-up call for those who spend their time casting stones from glass houses. This development has not gone unnoticed, with many viewing it as a classic case of karma. Levin's current predicament is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the potential repercussions of building a career on relentless, unfounded criticism. Levin's history of targeting Harry and Meghan is well documented. Her critiques are often characterized by a lack of substantive evidence, relying heavily on personal bias and conjecture. For instance, her accusations of hypocrisy, directed at the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, seem to be based more on a personal vendetta than on verifiable facts. This approach to commentary is not only questionable from an ethical standpoint, but it also undermines the credibility of her arguments. Take a closer look at Levin's claims, and one can't help but notice the glaring inconsistencies. On one hand, she criticizes the royal couple for seeking privacy, while on the other, she intrudes upon that very privacy in her attempts to dissect their lives. Furthermore, she paints them in an unflattering light, regardless of their actions, suggesting a predisposed bias against them. The ethical implications of Levin's commentary run deep. It's one thing to criticize public figures based on their actions, it's another to engage in relentless attacks that border on character assassination. The question arises, where does one draw the line between constructive criticism and destructive negativity? And more importantly, what motivates someone like Levin to cross that line? Levin's motivations, while speculative, seem to be rooted in a desire for personal gain. By targeting high-profile figures like Harry and Meghan, she ensures her commentary gains traction, thus keeping her in the public eye. However, such a strategy is not only ethically questionable, but also unsustainable in the long run, as evidenced by her current predicament. The lack of evidence in Levin's critiques, coupled with her apparent bias, undermines the validity of her arguments. It raises the question, is she providing a nuanced analysis of the royal couple's actions? or is she simply exploiting their fame for her own benefit? The answer, it appears, leans heavily towards the latter. Such persistent negativity raises questions about her motivations and the ethical implications of her commentary. It serves as a reminder that criticism, to be constructive, should be fair, balanced, and based on facts, not personal bias or vendettas. As Levin's situation demonstrates, failing to uphold these principles can lead to professional and personal repercussions. Now, facing her own challenges, Levin finds herself on the receiving end of public scrutiny. A rather unexpected twist, wouldn't you agree? The same woman who made a career out of criticizing others is now grappling with her own trials and tribulations. Angela Levin's financial struggles have come to the forefront, painting a picture starkly different from the confident, assertive persona she previously projected on her media platforms. Levin, who has been a frequent guest on GB News, recently confessed that she hasn't received any payments from the channel for the past 4 months. This lack of compensation has plunged her into a state of financial distress that she has made no attempts to hide. Quite the contrary, she has publicly lamented her situation, bringing to light the irony of her predicament. Remember, this is the same Levin who made a living from her relentless critique of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Her narratives, often laced with sensationalism and unfounded claims, have been a staple on platforms like GB News. Yet the very platform she leaned on to voice her criticisms has now left her in a state of financial uncertainty. This financial crisis has led Levin to seek assistance, a move that contrasts sharply with the confident and self-assured image she had cultivated. In her hour of need, she has turned to the public, the same public she often disregarded when launching her unwarranted attacks on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. It's a situation that certainly raises eyebrows and calls into question the very foundation of her professional conduct. The situation is a stark reminder of the age-old saying, "What goes around, comes around." Levin's relentless disparagement of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, devoid of fairness or empathy, has seemingly come full circle. Her current challenges serve as a potent reminder of the potential repercussions of building a career on a foundation of persistent negativity and unfounded criticism. This turn of events serves as a poignant reminder of the adage, "What goes around, comes around." It's essential to recognize that while constructive criticism is a vital aspect of public discourse, relentless and unfounded attacks often reflect more on the critic than the subject. This statement rings particularly true when we examine the case of Angela Levin, a royal biographer whose relentless pursuit of disparaging narratives about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has been a staple in her career. Levin's unfounded criticisms of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were often devoid of substantial evidence, painting them in an unflattering light based on personal bias and conjecture. However, the wheel of fortune has turned, and Levin now finds herself in the spotlight. Her recent financial distress, triggered by GB News' failure to compensate her for approximately 4 months, has led to a public outcry and a stark contrast to the confident persona she previously projected. This turn of events serves as a poignant reminder of the old adage, "What goes around, comes around." Levin's current predicament underscores the potential repercussions of building a career on a foundation of relentless and unfounded criticism. It also raises ethical questions about her motivations and the implications of her commentary. In the grand scheme of things, Levin's situation provides a compelling example of karma in action. Her relentless criticism of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, devoid of fairness or empathy, has come full circle, leading to her own professional and financial difficulties. This narrative serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of allowing personal vendettas to dictate one's professional conduct. In conclusion, we can glean valuable insights from Angela Levin's predicament. It underscores the importance of fairness, empathy, and evidence-based criticism in public discourse. It also serves as a stark reminder of the potential repercussions of relentless and unfounded attacks on individuals. Thank you for joining today's discussion. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, stay informed and approach all narratives with a critical mind.